Hey guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. Christmas is so close. I'm so excited. For those of you that are like, oh my God, Christmas is coming. I still don't have my SP. I still don't have this or that. Please stop deciding right now that it's not going to work out. Stop deciding in this very moment that it's not going to go in your favor, that the next second isn't going to go in your favor, the next minute isn't going to go in your favor, the next hour isn't going to work in your favor. Stop. Do you see how you're doing that? Like a lot of times we don't see that we're doing that. So let's just be very open to the present moment. Okay. Let's not start deciding that, oh, it's failure already, because your logical mind's trying to get at you and it's trying to bug you and it's trying to prove you wrong or whatever. Just, we're not doing that. After this video, everything's going to change. Good vibes, good vibes. You guys, I'm going to be talking about success from one of my course clients, but I'm not going to make it like the whole video is not going to be about their success and everything. We're going to go off of it. And then I'm going to talk about a lot of personal stuff that I went through that I see a lot of my clients going through. I see a lot of patterns and trends, not trends, like patterns in everyone. Like everyone's in a different stage in their manifestation journey, right? And I notice like it's so similar, the stages we go through in each client. It's like first you are so hyped up because you're barely learning about manifestation, and then you find out about all these techniques, and then you're exhausting yourself doing all of this, and then you realize that, wait a second, I'm not supposed to be so exhausted all the time, trying so hard. Like, so it's waves. I feel like we all go through that, and I will be talking about that. I will be talking about money. Sorry, you guys, in last Friday's video, I said I will be, and then I totally missed it because I got into another topic. But I'll talk about a little bit of money tips with you. And anyone have any nails, Christmas nails going on? I got like Santa's ones. If you did get any, comment down below. It's so funny how our focus creates. Like I was doing my nails, and then literally I was thinking about Christmas nails all day, and then I went out to last minute gift shopping, and literally every cashier, every person ringing me up had like Christmas nails, and that wasn't like that yesterday when I was shopping. So it's just funny how like focus creates, right? You guys, my course client, she did Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP with the money course bundle. She literally manifested $27,000 from a route she never even expected. Didn't even expect. One of her family members that she wasn't even really close with. And this is funny because this is why I say, like, don't limit yourself and don't assume things just because of how you assumed things prior, or logic, or the history you have. Because you know how we all just in our family, we know people that, okay, we have a feeling of like, oh, this person will definitely like support me. And then we know people, we think of people like, okay, but these people wouldn't. Like we all know someone that would, someone that wouldn't. In our mind, we have a story about them, right? So in her mind, she was literally like, Ani, when I started your course, I wanted to manifest money, but not from like working extra hours, right? And that's what we all want, right? Like, it's like, let's be real. But she was having such a hard time with like the how, because logically she has one job and it's hourly, and she doesn't have any other route of a big lump sum of money coming in, like nothing, like no, like, and a lot of people are like that, you know what I mean? So it makes sense that logically, this is the only route. Like, how else is it gonna come? But this is why I always stress, like, be open, stop being so limited. You don't know how, but it's okay, because the universe will take care of the how. So one of her relatives literally sends her $27,000, and she's like, Ani, I rarely even talk to this relative, like rarely. I never expected they would. And then when we were conversating about it, the relative told her, and she was working. Here's the thing. When you're doing the course, I tell you like homework to do and stuff. And honestly, I was also advising her to do self-concept as well, because people feel your self-concept, people feel your energy that you're putting out, and they want to reflect it back onto you because they are you pushed out. So she was doing the course and she was working on her self-concept. She was working on the story she has with money and how it doesn't have to be super logical. The opportunities come later. So you don't have to see it to believe it. You just have to work on the belief, and then you see it. Okay. So when they were talking, and she was literally like, what is this? Like, thank you so much. But was this a mistake? Like, what was this $27,000? Like, the family member literally said, you know, you're the only person I trust, and you're the person that deserves it the most. And this is something she was really working on. Deserving. She's trustworthy, she's worthy of it. And for a long time, she felt like in order to receive something like this, she had to try very, 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 very hard and people please, work long hours and nights and weekends and all this. And it's so funny how like just a change in focus and perspective gets you something like that. It literally gets a person to reflect that back onto you and show you how worthy you are, you know? So if this has happened to you, I mean, not the exact $27,000, but if this has happened to you when you've realized that you've changed a certain perspective or focus and you've started seeing people reflect it back to you, comment down below. Like, I feel like a lot of us, when we first start learning about manifestation, or even not when you're first starting, but just in general, when you're manifesting or you're learning about your journey, we're so focused on techniques. And I don't want to push that on you, because there's no one technique that's going to get you everything. It's honestly a natural way of being. It's changing perspective, mindset, changing your concept of self and all of that. And I'm going to remind you, so self-concept or concept of self is literally how you identify like what your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are about certain things. So I want to share a quote with you guys from this book. I've been sharing this in the last two videos I did, last 2 Fridays. This book is the cutest little book. It's called The Magic Path of Intuition by Florence Scovel Shinn. And it's a very, very like easy read, very colorful. I love how colorful it is. And it's just like so simply written. It's so simple to read. Like, I know a lot of clients tell me like the Neville books sometimes are like the wording is so hard to understand, and I get it. Like I used to be like that too. Like I had to read over a paragraph over and over and over again to get it, because like it's written in like the old way, you know what I mean? If you feel like that, comment down below. I literally saved a page for you guys, and the little bookmark file. Okay, I remember what it was. If I can't find the page, I don't want to waste waste your time. Okay, here it is. Things should never possess you. You should possess things. Don't have a fear of loss, or your possessions will disappear. You never really possess that which you are in fear of losing. And if you do not appreciate a blessing, it is not impressed upon the subconscious, and it will fade out of your life. Those of you that are my one-on-one clients or my course clients, this paragraph, you'll probably understand why I give you certain homework. If you know, you know. If you got it, you got it. Especially the if you are not grateful part we work on. But I really want you to take this in. I'll read it again. And it's very important. And it's not just about money. I don't want you guys to think this movie. I don't want you to think that this video is about money, because everything applies to SP as well. Everything applies to recreating a person as well. So don't think this is just about money. Even the whole possessions thing, we're talking about also SPs too. Okay, so I'm going to read it over again. Things should never possess you. You should possess things. Don't have a fear of loss, or your possessions will disappear. You never really possess that which you are in fear of losing. So if you are in fear of losing something, it's not really yours. You don't identify it. Your self-concept is literally just you're living in fear of this thing I really, 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 really want is not mine. So I really, 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 really need to try hard to keep it or get it. It doesn't work that way. For example, someone that has their SP, right? And they're not worried about SP anymore. Like they manifested SP, they worked on themselves, they got it. They're not worried of lack anymore, right? They're not constantly making every move and everything mean like, oh my God, I must do this in order to keep my SP, right? Because their self-concept is I just identify as I'm that person's girl or I'm that person's guy. Like I'm just theirs and we're each other's. Like I don't have to walk on eggshells all the time and fear losing, okay? You never really possess that which you are in fear of losing, and if you do not appreciate a blessing, it is not impressed upon the subconscious and will fade out of your life. This is why I literally preach, milk everything that's going right for you. Milk it. Milk the crap out of it. Literally focus on even the smallest thing that's going right for you. Focus on it like your life depends on it. Because when you focus on something going right for you, that sends the message that, oh my God, this is going right. They're focused on it. Wow, everything's going right in their life. Okay, let's keep pushing that out. Your relationship will go right now too. The people you want to come in will come in now too. The money you want to come in will come in now too. You get me? Like, it's all that is also a frequency, that is also a vibration, that is also a focus. Focusing on things working in your favor will bring every other thing to work in your favor. I promise. Like I've been in this game for like over 10 years, you guys. I've been in it for over 10 years. Like I would never tell you something that to lead you in the wrong path. Okay? I've just seen it too much at this point. So that client of mine that manifested 27,000, she literally was focusing on being that person, you know, that worthy person of receiving a large sum. She wasn't even focused on the amount, to be honest with you, just a large sum. How would it be to have that large sum and just be comfortable right now? Just be okay, not stressing of losing money. Oh my God, losing. It's all energy, you guys. Money comes to those who, and this is not just for money, but everything comes to those who appreciate it and who feel like Why not? Why not me? That attitude, even I don't even want you, I don't even want you to like push the, oh my God, I'm so worthy, I'm so worthy, I'm so deserving, I'm so deserving. Oh my God, yes, 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 me, 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 me. I don't even want you to do that. Literally, just the why not attitude. Why not me? And literally talk yourself through it. Why not you? Why not your SP come in for you? Why not you? That forces you to think about all the reasons why they should. You know, of course you. The reason you even have the desire is because that possibility is literally present and waiting. Your subconscious mind is very intelligent, you guys. It doesn't just introduce a desire to you with like without being able to back it up. Everything you have now, everything you've manifested, I want you to look back. It was once a thought, it was once a desire. You probably focused on it, maybe a lot, maybe a little. And then literally, when you were okay with your current circumstances, it came. When you were okay with your current circumstances and you weren't battling, you were not battling your circumstances, you weren't battling your present moment, you weren't trying so hard to, I need to get out of this present moment, I hate this situation I'm in right now. You weren't there, you were just calm and it came in, right? If you've experienced this, comment down below. I can literally guarantee every single time something came in for you that you focused on getting, came in when you were calm and when you were present. Now, what does this mean? This means we do the work, we do the money mindset work, we do the SP mindset work, we do you wanting to be in a commitment, in a relationship work, we do all that. We work on that concept of self, we work on those assumptions. And then we work on accepting the present moment. What does that mean? Or actually, what does it not mean? Accepting your current does not mean affirming 15,000 times a day to get out of the current reality. Accepting your current moment does not mean resenting your person, does not mean battling with them inside of your head 24/7. Accepting the present moment does not mean how much you don't have of something. It means actually focusing on how much you do have of something. Accepting your present moment means not exhausting yourself and not trying to fight within your mind of, oh, but it was like this and it was like this and it was like this and why can't it be like this and why can't it be like that and why can't it be? That voice in your head, you got to calm it down. You got to calm it down. That's a lot of trusting, faith, surrender. This is not just you putting out your desire. That's like the first part of the manifesting journey. You put out your desire, but then when do you trust? When do you yield? Remember, this is a partnership. I mentioned this so many times in my videos. This is a partnership with you and God and the universe. So you agreed to put out the desire, but then when do you yield? Because you can't control everything. When you control everything, that's kind of disrespectful to what's trying to give it to you. The power trying to give it to you is like, I let you do your job and put out the desire. Can you let me do mine? Because I'm trying to do it for you, but you're not trusting the whole process. You're not trusting. It's so disrespectful towards me. And everything's very neutral. So I'm not saying there's something out there judging you, but I want you to see it that way, because when you're not trusting that it will come to you, and when you're trying too hard to manipulate the situation, that's not even your job to do. You don't even have to go out and manipulate any situation. The desire gets in your head, you focus on it, you desire it, you really like it. All you got to do is become the person that would receive it. How do you become the person that would receive it? Well, you're kind of already the person that would receive it, but you're in your own way not trusting you would. You're in your own way thinking you're not good enough. Or you're in your own way thinking this person's not going to give me what I want. They're not ready. They're not this. They're not that. So you're nitpicking something. You get me? If it's not you that is the issue, like for example, I used to feel so worthy of what I wanted. I always felt worthy of what I wanted, but I didn't feel like the other person was capable of giving it to me. That's where my problem was. And I see that so much in my clients. You guys, a lot of you don't have an issue with feeling worthy and deserving. A lot of the time, the issue is you not believing that person thinks you are, or that person is capable of giving that to you. That's where the issue is. And that's what I help people with the most, is whether it's money, whether it's the person, it's the way we think about the situation that is hindering it, or it's prolonging it. It's not only just us, because there's two parts to the story. If our issue is not with them, if we think, yeah, that person's capable of giving that to me, then are you capable of receiving it? Do you feel worthy? If the answer is yes, okay, then your issue is it's not that, there's not much resistance there. But if it's, I don't believe I'm worthy, or I don't believe they think I'm worthy, then we got to fix that. Because if you're walking around desiring something, but then countering it with that idea all the time, your subconscious mind is like, can you just decide? Can you decide what it is? Like, literally, you're telling me you're worthy, and then you're telling me, but that person doesn't see me as worthy and is not going to give it to me. What do you want me to do? You're the boss. You keep saying this actor is like this, and this is what you want. You want something. The actor doesn't want to give it to you. How do you want the movie to play out? Change it in your script. Change it. Okay, the actor finally wants to give it to me because this. And I feel worthy of it. Does this make sense, you guys? If it makes sense, comment down below. I want you to start getting used to receiving. I want you to start getting used to receiving money, start getting used to receiving texts, calls, commitment, marriage. You can't want something and it not happen. That's not the case at this point. It's, what do you believe about how you're going to show up for it, or what do you believe how that other person is going to show up for it? Do you believe the other person is going to show up for it? Do you believe you could show up for it? Do you believe you can be that version of the person that receives everything? Because I used to feel this way, and I had a client today that said it too. She's like, Ani, it feels so weird, my man giving me what I want. She's like, I was so used to not getting what I want, and it feels awkward at this point to receive. And I'm like, yeah, girl, because your self-concept was just not prioritized, not chosen, not receiving, nothing. Everything, you'll do everything on your own. You'll because you were so used to that person not giving anything to you that you just identified as that. And now that they are, because you're changing your self-concept slowly but surely, now that they are, it still feels weird because it's not as dominant as what you were doing prior. But it's like building a muscle, you guys. Building beliefs and changing beliefs, it's like building a muscle. It doesn't build like overnight. You work it. Sometimes it gets sore, but you're working it, and then you see the results. And be okay with your timing, please, 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 please. Today, multiple times, clients mentioned to me, about timing. They're like, Ani, I want my manifestation to come in so fast, so fast, so fast. And I'm like, yes, the less you focus on timing, the faster it will come. But everything has its timing, you guys. Don't think that just because yours is taking longer means that you're a failure or it's not going to work. Please don't think that way, because as humans, we know a baby, it takes 9 months for a baby, right? Do we not want a baby in 1 month? Of course we do. If someone said, would you like 9 months for a baby or in a month? I'll be like, sign me up for the month. Like, really? Like, I don't want to do 9 months of that. But then what's the reason it's 9 months? Because it needs to grow. It needs to grow to a proper, healthy baby. So for a proper, healthy relationship and a proper, healthy, non-toxic communication, relationship, self-concept, commitment, marriage, bank account, stop trying to rush through the process. Let it flow. Let it come. Your world and your subconscious mind knows way better than your 3D mind, your logic. Your logic is nothing right now. The only logic you should push is my focus creates, and my self-concept is felt and heard, and it's reflected back onto me. Not only my self-concept and the way I see other people. That's the only logic you need to be pushing right now. I swear to God. Like any other logic that, oh, you've seen this from this person, you've seen that from this person, maybe they're going to continuously show up that way, that unfavorable way. Stop with that logic, that history. That's nothing. Stop bringing the unfavored into the now. Stop. And stop trying to assume it's a failure before it even happens. Like, stop trying to nip it in the bud before the breakthrough happens. Okay. I hope this video made sense, you guys. If it did, comment down below. If it resonated, comment down below. Sometimes I do videos like this where I don't want to get into the whole thing being a success story. Like, I just want to share stuff I've experienced throughout the week, throughout the years, and it resonates a lot. Every time I make a video, everyone's like, oh my God, you're literally talking about what I'm going through right now. So I hope that is the case, and I hope that helps you guys. I forgot to say, get your drinks, get your snacks. Get your drinks. Here's my little snacks here. Little mint chocolates. You guys, Christmas is literally like in a few days. What are your plans? Don't worry, please. Those of you that are like, I don't have my manifestation yet. Just like I said, you wouldn't rush the 9-month baby to be born in a month. You wouldn't do that, right? Let it take its course. You learn everything along the way, and what you learn allows you to maintain the manifestation. I've seen so many times people rushing through, and they get something. They get like movement. They get the text. They get the call. They get the date. But because they're still the same self-concept, still the same person with the same beliefs, nothing's really changed. You just know a little bit about your power. You find yourself back in the same old situation over and over and over again. I've seen it so many times with people. Whether it's the same old situation or different person, same situation, different person, same situation. You're that way, you're wasting even more time. I've done it both ways, so I know. I've done it many ways, and I know. You guys, I love you. Again, if you're interested in this book, it was called The Magic Path of Intuition by Florence Scovel Shinn. Not sponsored. None of that. I just really like it. And I think it's just different. I don't always want to talk about one person or one way, because that I feel like we all learn in different ways. Okay. You guys have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Until I see you again next Friday. I intend you guys all get the gifts you were manifesting, the breakthroughs you were manifesting. I intend to literally hear so much good news from all of you. May you continue to be success stories. May you continue to realize how powerful you are. And I'm just intending that everything you desire, you see it, you experience it, you have it, and it keeps you motivated to learn more and more about your power. And if you do get movement, come back to this video and share it in the comments. I want everyone to help each other out with their positive vibes, positive comments. And it's all good, all love, good vibes, you guys. I love you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.